Hello guys, this is Shadow Ghost again, here bringing you another Word vs. Word tutorial. Today I will be going over the topic sieges. As you can see, I already built some siege ready, and so I can go over. The first siege I'm going to be going over is called a ballista. A ballista in this game is, as you can see, I can't really fire anything. You have to have an enemy target to be able to shoot a ballista. So when it's an enemy, you can target them and shoot the ballista. But ballista in this game only does single fire target. So, I mean, you only can shoot one target at a time. Therefore, when you pick your target, make sure you pick it wise, or pick someone who's about to die. You know, you can take them out like easier. Also, ballista is designed to take out other sieges. As you can see right here, the number 3 skill is pretty much gonna deal more extra damage towards any siege equipment. So the best way to counter another siege, for example, this thing next to the catapult next to me, you can just build a ballista and shoot it. I think about 1 or 2 shots, and you will destroy that siege immediately. Another tip about a ballista is never ever stand in front of a ballista, since it does really strong. Since it does really strong single target damage, the closer you are, the harder it will hit. So if you want to take somebody out from the ballista, go to the side or go behind them and take them out. Never ever go in front of them, or you will die. Just consider that a warning. Alright, the next siege I'm going to be going over is something called a catapult. In this game, catapult, it has about 4 skill. 1 and 3, pretty much you move left and right. It's just like a mortar from my last video. You hold down number 2 and you launch the rock. The longer you hold down and build that meter up, the farther the distance will become. See, for example, I went max power, so it went all the way over there. When you switch to number 4 skill, it's gonna shoot another type of skill. Instead of launching a rock, it's gonna launch mini rocks. So that's something you can play with. Catapult in this game is pretty much designed to destroy walls. They will do damage to gate, but it won't be as effective as another siege that I will go over in a minute. So just always use your catapult for walls and walls only. Let's see. Oh, and also keep in mind that the range of the catapult is only 4,000. So you're gonna have to be within that range to use to launch your rock and make sure it hits the tower or keep. Let me go to the next siege, which I built over here. Alright, the next siege is called an arrow cart. This is one of the best defense mechanisms this game has to offer. What arrow cart does is, as you see this little green arrow, wherever I aim the arrow, and when I press 1, 2, or 3, it's gonna fire arrows. These arrows does a lot of damage. So it does about 1,200 to sometimes 1,500 even. So never ever stay in there and just try to tank it, because you will get melt. If you got a good tactic is build a lot of AC into your tower or you keep if you have enough supply, because with enough people, you know, focus firing in one location, for example this door right here, when the enemy busts through and you guys all fire at one location, you're pretty much gonna melt the entire Zerg if you guys coordinate the focus fire very well. Here's a little tip. As you see where this arrow cart is built, for example, you know, some people might think, hey, why won't I just build it up here or somewhere here, a little closer, so I can reach a little farther? Well, here's why. As you can see, this green circle is my AoE attack, and this is how big the circle is. For example, if I'm down there and I try to reach up here, I can pretty much hit anything that's within my circle. So if you build somewhere near the edge, the enemy can pretty much AoE and destroy your siege, and also maybe even kill you even. For same thing goes to a cannon. That's why that cannon, even though it shoots very powerful, but it's, you know, it's very risky because you're so close to the edge. As you can see, this arrow cart is way in the back. So even if I'm down there, no matter what angle I try to shoot, I won't reach it. unless I build an arrow cart myself to counter yours. So any siege you build, always build it as far as you can, never up close. That's a good rule of thumb you can remember. The next siege I'm going to be going over is called a trebuchet. A trebuchet works just like a catapult, except it's a lot stronger than a catapult will. As you can see, the same function. The longer you hold, the longer you shoot. The further you shoot. Unlike the catapult, it also has an option to switch to cow. When you shoot the cow, it's gonna burst this AoE poison cloud that pretty much weaken and poison the enemy team, so your people can have an advantage over them. Or you can just use rock and hit them. Use rock does a ton of damage, so don't try to avoid getting hit by this trap at all costs, because if you have low HP, it might even wipe you out. Especially if you see it as a superior trebuchet. And let me quickly explain to you the difference between a regular one and a superior one. In this game, all sieges is called blueprint. As you can see, it's indicated by blue and purple. The normal one is always going to be blue. The stronger version, which is going to be called superior, and it's going to indicate by purple. It's pretty much 2 times the damage stronger than the first one, but it does cost a lot more than a regular one. So I would only advise you to use a superior one if you really have a lot of people you want to take out. For example, the arrow carts. This arrow cart would do a lot more damage than the regular one. So this one would kill them a lot faster than having one of these. Also, these superior blueprint, they would do a lot, like I said, they do a lot more damage. So if you have like you were to go up against a tower or a keep that's reinforced, if you want to take that gate down really fast, you can always build a regular blueprint. However, you will probably need multiple instead of having just 1 or 2 superior one to get the job done. So less damage means more sieges to build. More damage equals less sieges to build and cut the time. So that's the trade-off. The next siege that I'm going to be going over is called this little guy right here. He's called a golem. A golem is the only mobile siege this game has to offer. However, it moves extremely slow, and if you want to move a little faster, you're gonna have to use your endurance ball by in the same way you invade, and that's how you can move him up a little bit. However, it still does move very slow. So every time you want to use a golem, you're going to have to coordinate it with your teammate or with another mesmer, so it can increase your distance a lot faster. Golem is designed to take down gates. Well, it can take out walls too, but the blue version don't have that skill to take down a wall. However, the purple version is going to be called an Omega Golem, and their number 4 skill is going to have a rocket launcher. So it's and you can pretty much stand far away, shoot the gate or shoot the wall, and that rocket is going to do a ton of damage to siege and players. However, the regular version don't get all that cool benefit, but it still does get the job done. So once you get up to the gate, you can be pressing number 1 skill, and you're gonna be punching the crap out of the gate. And it does, let's see how much it does, about 1,900 times 2. So and it moves really quickly. So it's the fastest way you can take down a gate. It's with 1 or 2 golem. Number 3 skill is gonna activate this little shield bubble. So when the enemy, for example, you underneath the little gate, and the enemy is probably going to be using arrow cards to attack you. So a little good defense mechanism you can use is your shield bubble. It will reflect the damage for let's see, about 2 or 3 seconds, whatever. It's still a little defense. So that's how you can keep yourself alive. Remember, golem does have a huge HP pool, and it does have some attack to attack player. However, it's not that effective, and as you can see, it's so slow that the enemy can pretty much invade any attack you throw at them. And a group of them, they can take you out really quickly. So never ever charge a golem to go fight. That's just very, very stupid. So to get out of a golem, you just press number 5, and there you go, you're out of a golem. The last siege that I'm going to be going over, which I don't have one build, is going to be called Ram. RAM is pretty much designed to break down gates. So people might ask me, might want to know, how fast can you take down a gate? Well, it's your answer. The more RAM you can build, the quicker you can take down a gate. But do remember, do not ever use RAM to try to take down a wall. It will not work and you will look like a complete retard. So you've been warned. Anyway, that concludes all the siege that I will be going over in this video. So stay tuned for the next one, where I will be going over Copperfield and showing you some Zergbot training stuff. Thanks for watching.